And that is Aditya Gadvi with Kalasi playing for you on Radio 44, 100.8 FM. Definitely bringing the Navratri spirit to the Radio 44 studios. And doing just that, I have some representatives from Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal. And I'll allow them a moment to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about themselves.
My name is JP Mandalia. I am the chairman of Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal. I've started my career as a committee member since 2013 and progressed myself to the chair. I've been chairman for 2 years and this is my third year in this term.
All right.
Jai Jalaram to all. This is Shanti Varia, Trustee of Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal. I'm happy to join you listeners on Radio 44 today. Happy to come and greet all of you.
Thank you so much for coming through to Radio 44. Now, Shanti uncle, could you tell us about the origins of Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal, Nairobi? How did it start and what inspired its founding in 1995?
Well, in 1995, we managed to secure a property in the name of Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal. But the movement of Jalaram Mandal started way before 1995. It must have started about 40 years before 1995.
Wow.
Where a group of devotees of Jalaram Bapa, they all used to go and sing bhajans at people's houses on weekends or temples or community halls and all that. So naturally they formed a group, they formed a mandal, so to speak, and it progressed from there. And then slowly the congregation of mandal members kept on increasing. Eventually we used to, and myself, I personally joined in 1981. That's when I realized, when I moved from Mombasa, we joined this Jalaram Mandal. We used to meet at Shamalji Bapa's house, Shamalji Bhai Raja's house, and do satsang there with a lot of the old members there as well. So since then, I've joined the group as a Mandal member, and since then we have progressed into what the temple you see today, with a lot of effort by people like Manubhai Lakhani, Pushpaben Mohanbhai Shah, Nemubhai Shah, Nanjibhai Patel, Rajnibhai Kantaria, myself, people like Purushottam Nagnesia, Vishrambhai Suthar. These are all members who have given their time and effort and everything to form the present mandal which you see. The property we acquired in 1995 was a very old house, just a single bungalow, which we converted into a temporary temple.
Nice.
And thereafter, you've seen the progress.
Yes, of course. Today. Jalaram has come from very far. I remember as a child, on Thursdays we'd come for bhajans, and from what it was to what it is now, there has been so much progress. Yes. But what are the main community service programs you run, and how do they address the local needs in Nairobi?
We have a feeding program where we feed 4,000 children every day, every school day. The food is prepared at our kitchen in the temple. We call it the Virbai kitchen, and it's delivered to about 3 schools in Kangemi, and we have just added another school in Mathari slums who come and pick up the food. So that's one of our sterling projects,
yes.
Feeding the children, because that was what Jalaram Bapa's teaching was, to feed the needy and the poor. Besides that, we have wheelchair. We have 2 wheelchair camps in a year. We have Jaipur Foot camps,
yes.
where we donate Jaipur Foot to those who are limbless or who have had limbs cut off due to accidents, etc.
Yes.
So that's improving of livelihood to the poor in Nairobi. And besides Nairobi, we also do some charitable work in outside Nairobi. We just did 7 boreholes in Kilifi and Kwale.
Wow, that's
and
amazing.
We're doing another 8 in the month of November.
Amazing work from the Jalaram Satsang Mandal. Now, how does the temple's religious and spiritual activities like weekly Aarti, which I have been a part of as well, bhajans, Hanuman Chalisa and Thal offerings, strengthen community bonds amongst its members?
You see, we meet every Thursday for our satsang, which starts at about 5 o'clock, goes up to 8 o'clock. Everybody is welcome to come and join. We have bhajan, satsangs, Guruvani, a lot of spiritual and religious discourses and all that. I think what it does is that it gives a sense of belonging to a person when he starts coming on a regular basis.
Yes.
He feels part of the mandal, he feels part of the congregation, he feels part of the movement, where Bapa's legacy has been to always be helpful towards members of the community. If they don't have food, we provide food. If they don't have shelter, Bapa used to provide shelter. And according to those legacies, we have progressed our focus on our activities of the mandal, whereby, like you just heard, that Jaipur Foot and wheelchair and free water distribution is all part of the seva,
Yes.
which Bapa used to do. So belonging to a fraternity like Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal, you always have the community's best interest at heart, and those who are not able to afford it will come to the temple and get some help for that.
That's lovely to see, and it's good to see how the teachings of Jalaram Bapa have carried on into modern day as far as shelter, food, water. Amazing stuff coming from, Jalaram as a community as well. I feel like anyone I encounter in Jalaram is very giving, kind, and I'd love to carry on this conversation throughout the rest of the hour. So ladies and gentlemen, stick around for that, only on Radio 44 100.8 FM. And that is Shaky playing for you on Radio 44 100.8 FM. Now we are in talks with Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal, and for the people who are just listening in, I'll give our lovely guests another chance to reintroduce themselves and tell us their names. Please go ahead.
I'm JP Mandalia. I'm the chairman of Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal.
Shanti Varia, Trustee Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal. Happy to be here on Radio 44.
Thank you for coming through. Now, following to the next questions, many mandals depend on volunteer help and donations. What strategies do you use to sustain and grow donor support and volunteer involvement?
There's one word answer to that is transparency.
Okay.
When you are transparent in all your accounting, in all your donations that you receive, and all the donations that you receive and you redonate or give back is what the donors see, and that's part of sustainability, because when donor sees a donation which has been collected for a certain project, for example Chakula, and when they come and see that the children are being fed, then that's how you sustain your donors.
Lovely. Now, could you share one or two stories of individuals whose lives have been significantly changed by your welfare initiatives, like the medical services, the food distribution, or the mobility aids?
Yeah, all these charities which we do, obviously it affects the lives and livelihoods of people whom we have helped. If you look at the children community which we serve food to them in the primary schools in Kangemi slums, we were told that since we started the food program there, the attendance in the school doubled up, the grades improved.
Yeah.
And, they were saying that they were being fed well, so that they were healthier, more able to think correctly and, study better. Because they were saying that there were about 3 children in the same class or from the same family. What they would do is that whatever they get at lunchtime, they will share with the 3 of them. The other 2 meals, they would take it home and have it as dinner in the evening. So
Wow.
that's one example of how the children feeding program is helping them. Another one is the Jaipur Foot. At every camp we try and portray a person who has been affected or has been helped by the fitting of the artificial foot. What they tell us is amazing, because before they would say without the limb he was limping and had to use crutches to move around, and the only thing probably he could do was beg on the streets.
Yeah.
But since he got the Jaipur Foot artificial limb fitted, he could now go into a full-time employment, whereby he could look after his own family, earn a living for his family, and go back to normal life, whereby he would send his children to school, and his wife would be a happier person because he is now earning money for the family.
Of course, happy wife, happy life.
Yes. And for the medical services, it's a how do you say, a flagship project of ours. We provide medical services, medical aid, medical help at cost.
Okay.
We don't want to overcharge people. We don't want to make a profit for ourselves. Like Bapa's teachings, help others to help yourself. So we give medical facilities at cost price so that people can afford them. Medical is one expense which is very expensive in Nairobi, I would say, but probably all over the world as well.
Yeah.
Medical, once you come into the clutches of a medical expense, it's difficult to get out of it.
Of course.
I've seen people selling title deeds or selling land to be able to provide and pay the bills for the medicine for their kinsmen or for their family. So providing very reasonably priced medical help, medical aid, we are helping the community to get on with their lives and be able to take care of their family.
Okay, that's amazing. In recent years, what challenges has the Mandal faced, be it financially, logistically, or in terms of awareness, and how are you overcoming and correcting them?
Financially, I would say, we had started a project 2 years before COVID. It was a big project. You've seen our state-of-art medical center, and you've also seen our magnificent temple.
Yes.
And all the adjacent halls and the auditorium, the Karani auditorium.
Yes.
That took a lot of our money. It almost cleaned up all our savings, and there was a challenge because COVID came in and everything slowed down. But thank God, with the help of our donors and supporters, slowly everything came back, and we were able to finish our project. We were in quite a big outstanding debt, but I'm happy to inform you that on the 31st of July, our temple became a debt-free temple.
Congratulations.
With the help of our donors, supporters, and well-wishers.
Congratulations. That is an amazing milestone. I think for anyone, any community, I think the idea is growth, but growth without debt. And sometimes being in debt is also part of the process. Overcoming it is also a milestone on its own, right? And congratulations to you and your team for passing that milestone. Now we'll be in talks about the Navratri Niramjhat 2025 coming up in the next hour of Radio 44 Cruise Control. And that is Chogara playing for you on Radio 44 100.8 FM. Now, I do have the representatives from Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal, Mr. JP Mandalia, as well as Mr. Shanti Varia. Once again, thank you so much for coming through to the Radio 44 studios. And I just want to re-emphasize on Navratri a little bit. This year we have Navratri Niramjhat, and I want you to give us a short yet energetic brief about what Navratri Niramjhat is, as far as the musicians are concerned, as far as the vibe for this year overall.
Thank you, Isha. As you're aware, Jalaram is well known for its Navratri, and Navratri, of course, is well known for Jalaram. This year, Navratri Niramjhat, we have a new team of musicians, Anand Gadia, Nitin Varsani, Pritam Virdi, all very famous Nairobi musicians. The vibes are great so far. It has been very enjoyable, and of course, most of the music that we have is religious. We don't put in any Bollywood songs or anything. It's all religious Mataji na Garba.
I think that's the fun of it, right? Celebrating Mataji, celebrating the triumph of good over evil. And I know, Shanti uncle, you'd like to reach out to our youth and ask them to join us this year. So please go ahead and give them some words of encouragement to join us.
Yeah, all the youngsters out there, the Gen Zs, can you all come forward? Let's enjoy Navratri together. Shree Jalaram Satsang Mandal, has been famous for its Navratri. So come forward, let's enjoy together. Let's play Mataji's Garba together. It's a celebration of 9 nights. We make the most of it. We get it once a year. So we look forward to all of you joining us every day of these 9 nights. Come forward, let's play together. We also have fantastic gifts and competitions, or how do you say, prizes to be given out. So also come and take advantage of that, and also the snacks which we provide after the Aarti.
Yes.
Is very delicious and sumptuous. So please come and share that as well as Bapa's blessings or as Bapa's prasad. Come forward, let us all celebrate together. Let's enjoy the vibes of Jalaram Bapa and also the vibes of Mataji. So let's all come together, play into the wee hours of the morning. Thank you very
Thank you so much once again for coming through to the Radio 44 studios. And everyone, Jai Jalaram, and thank you so much for listening to Radio 44.